I was just trying to get my family together.
Hi, how are you?
I'm Ann.
Ann, nice to meet you. I'm Ed. Nice to meet you. Hi, great.
Nice to meet you.
Hi,
Where are you all from? Jeff City. Jeff City? Okay. Hi. Christine.
Hi, Colin. Nice to meet you.
Bob, nice to meet you.
How are you?
I have some constituents.
Lita.
Actually represent. I have a petition that was put out about 6 days ago on the GetEQUAL website, and I am here. We're here, I should say. We're all here to ask for an apology from Representative Ike Skelton for his comments he made a week ago to the against the LGBT community. And I also have a letter here from a current soldier that is serving in Baghdad and would like to read it to you, if I can.
Sure.
Great.
We'll listen.
Great. Dear Representative Skelton, I was in Ray County, Missouri, that I first decided that I would join the Army. I was sitting on a pond dock at my father's home, and I came to the realization that my life was heading nowhere. I went and spoke to a recruiter in Liberty, Missouri, and 11 days later, I was sitting at Fort Sill, Oklahoma. Nearly 4 years later, I'm now in Baghdad, preparing to redeploy back to the United States for a second and final time. I have become more patriotic than I ever knew possible. However, there's one thing separating myself from the rest of the American heroes. Though I have less than a year left before my contract has been served, I was informed that the Army is considering discharging me under the Don't Ask, Don't Tell policy. My command realizes my contributions to our unit and the fact that we're low manned. It seems that they're actually holding out as long as they can, waiting for the Don't Ask, Don't Tell policy to be repealed. As a representative of the state of Missouri and a leader in Congress's role pertaining to the military, you serve a unique role, Mr. Skelton, with a unique opportunity ahead of you. It is imperative that you not succumb to the weak leadership. I find it disturbingly necessary to remind you today that your job is to open a national discussion on the issues to find the best resolution. Congressman Skelton, I demand that you apologize the disrespect that you have shown to the gay and lesbian soldiers like myself who are currently serving honorably in the U.S. military. I'm fighting for your safety and your freedoms, and for that, every mother, every father, every child that you are shielding from my experience, from my existence, sorry. I come from a long day out of the streets of Baghdad and see on my television my representative, my voice, refusing to acknowledge my very existence. Congressman, regardless of your personal views on the issue, we are serving right now. To be disrespectful to us is not only intolerant, but ignorant. In order to assure a fair judgment about the Don't Ask, Don't Tell, you, as the chairman of the House Armed Services Committee, must cease your public campaign to undermine the repeal efforts. I will continue fighting for your freedom, Congressman. Will you cease blocking mine? And this is signed by the United States Army Specialist E4 Baghdad, Iraq. I actually have the real letter signed with his name in here, so you can see that he is a constituent from this area, from his area. And I wanted to give that to you. And here is also the petition.
Okay, we'll be happy.
The whole folder. There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you. There. And like I said, we just really hope that Representative Ike Skelton would really have a clear, message in this. We really think that he can come out of this, and we know he's up for re-election, and we really want to support him. Most of us here are Democrats, and we really, truly, from his district, and we really want to support him. And so we really hope he could find it in his way to, really start a dialogue and include us.
Have you all signed your names to these letters or anything?
Some of us individually through the website. Yes,
Okay. All right. Very
indeed.
good.
And I know some of the constituents are actually here today. Some of the is there anyone that wants?
Yeah, if you want to leave your name and address so that he can respond to you.
That'd be great.
I will on my way out.
That'd be great.
Okay.
Great, thank you.
We'll
Only
pass this along.
constituents of his district?
Pardon?
Only constituents of his district or anywhere in Missouri?
Yeah, he will respond to his constituents.
His constituents,
Uh-huh.
okay.
Could I say something? I'm the daughter of a sergeant in the Army. It was very insulting to the entire state as a congressman to watch him on TV in that position saying that. I work for Rosconia. And I think he should consider the fact that he's one of 9 congressmen in our state, and it reflects on it the entire state. So I think you should take that to his heart.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, thank you for
Thank
receiving
you.
those.
Thank you for coming.
We hope, to hear something from, head of the staff or something shortly.
You will.
Thank you.
You will.
Yeah,
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, I'm a Vietnam vet who was so proud in the U.S. Air Force being gay, but I could not come out in the service because it was, not that I was going to tell, it would get caught in your eye. I didn't get caught.
Okay. And if anyone wants to sign, put your name and address, you're welcome to do so.
I think also that trying to hide a segment of the community to your children and not try and explain that there are differences in people, that we're all not alike, and there's certain of us that were born with a different sexual orientation than another, which is not a bad thing. God made us who we are. So why not explain that to your children instead of just ignoring the subject?
Legislating shame.
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you.
All right. Well, thanks again.
Thank you.
All right.
Wait, is it recording? Smile.
Great. Okay. All right.